Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com, and I'm going to talk about just something fun today. I got a question about being a drone pilot with embedded systems development knowledge. This is one of those weird jobs that you don't even think about, but obviously this exists, right? It makes a lot of sense today. But before I get into this question here, I do want to take a moment to thank our sponsor at Simple Programmer here, which is Hired.com. You can check them out. Go to Hired.com/Simple Programmer. And what will you find when you get there? You will find an application that you fill out, you put in all your information. Do a good job on this, folks, because it is a curated system. So you might only get one shot at this. I should have warned you ahead of time. That's all right. I'm warning you now. So, because it is curated on both sides. But that's a good thing. It means that you're going to get high quality employers that are serious about hiring talented developers for their jobs, not the stupid recruiter spam. I get LinkedIn recruiter spam. I don't understand this shit. Like, you look at my LinkedIn and it's like, own simpleprogrammer.com. You go to the website. Really? You're going to hire me to be a QA tester? I'm sorry, but really? Like, and then you're going to keep on following up with the email? I don't understand. But hey, I guess that's how it is when you get a big bounty on hiring people. So I don't mean to go off on that topic, but basically Hire.com has made it a lot simpler, a lot easier. And what ends up happening is the companies just send you an interview request, not all bunch of bullshit back and forth. Instead, an interview request, and they tell you what the salary is for the job. That's good. That makes a lot of sense to me. So go check them out. Hire.com/Simple Programmer. Use that link and you get $2,000 when you get a job through Hired instead of $1,000. So thank you, Hired. They're pretty awesome, by the way. All right, so let's get into the question. This is from Diego, and Diego says, I want to learn a new skill set as I am starting work in 3 months with a drone manufacturer/service company. I am thinking on getting an initial grasp on embedded systems engineering. What's your take on that skill set/discipline? And so he's got a little bit more information here, talked about how he worked in the oil and gas industry for 6 years. He had his own drone service company with a partner in Spain and learned a lot about the technology. That's pretty damn cool. And then he worked on drones for engineering and architectural customers. And he did a lot of entrepreneurship type of stuff. So he wants to continue working with drones. He's moving to the US. And let's see what else he says. He has a job offer for a commercial drone company in the East Coast. But he says, I'm most interested in an offer from a drone in Silicon Valley company to work with flying the drones, a more hands-on approach. I do want to pursue that. Had 3 interviews and that went really well, only missing the in-person interview in their offices. So he says he's not a programmer or electronics engineer, but believe he can learn and be good at anything he puts his mind to. I agree with that. Awesome. So he's thinking about learning C++. Do you watch my video? No, I'm just kidding. I have a video on why you should learn C++. But in this case, C or C++ makes a lot of sense, right? Why? Because these drones are probably running embedded systems, and embedded systems is primarily written in C and C++. I know, because I used to be an embedded systems engineer. I worked for HP. I wrote a lot of the firmware for HP printers, and it was embedded systems. It's real-time OSs where you have a whole very specific set of constraints. Now, some of those systems are not real-time OS anymore or embedded systems, but a lot of embedded systems, because of the constraints, require very efficient low-level code close to the metal, as it were, and it's going to be C or C++, or it'll be bastardized C++ that's non-object oriented, whatever. So let's talk about this for a moment then. So what's my take on the skill set? Well, I think, again, embedded systems is always going to be a valuable skill set, because the world is not, is the world getting more embedded systems or less, right? Are there more machines around that have smarts in them, including every device that you own, right? Yes, or less, right? It's more. It's always going to be more. And drone makes a lot of sense. So I think this is like a very sweet spot. I think this is going to be very, very lucrative, high-paying jobs here, right? I can imagine secret government contracts that you're working on where you're going to make a lot of money with defense contractors doing embedded systems. And I personally think I like the idea of being able to do like what you're saying, be able to pilot the drone as well as program the drone. I feel like if you have that combination, that you've got a lot of options here. One of them could be just, when you think about where could that combination of skills be valuable? And we're just having fun with this video because it's all conjecture here, but this is my thoughts on it. So this could be valuable in a lot of different situations where you might need to, even like if we think about Elon Musk and Moon and Mars operations, right? Where are they going to have drones on Mars? You bet they're going to have drones on Mars. It makes a lot of friggin' sense, right? And so if you're like, let's say that you're on the team, like let's say they need a drone person for Mars, they're going to need someone who can program the drone and fly the drone, right? I know this is kind of crazy ass shit, but we are going to be on Mars. It's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen in my lifetime, but it's going to happen, right? This is the future, and they're going to need drones, right? There's a lot of scenarios I think where that would make sense. But getting back to the more practical, more like current, I could see also you building a drone company, having that skill set, being able to fly the drone, being able to, or go on secret missions, do very specialized stuff where you're customizing the code in the drone and programming it as well as flying it, or maybe drone racer, right? This is very likely to be. It's already a sport, but it's likely to be a very popular sport. Some of these sports go crazy. Like imagine the drone racer is the mechanic race car driver, right? That's the same thing as the programmer / drone racer, like the person who can pilot the drone and program the drone. So I think there's a lot of possible combinations here. Embedded systems, like I said, you can never go wrong just because it's such a valuable skill set. And once you can do that, trust me, you can do anything. And drone is right. So yeah, go with this. This is smart. This is a good way to go. Drones are not going away. I see it definitely as the future. I could be wrong here, but I believe that this makes a lot of sense. And embedded systems is not going away. And we're not going to hit the point where where C and C++ in that domain is going to be obsolete not very soon. Eventually we'll probably have such power on these little chips, but right now it's a very constrained environment, and so we use the older tools, which makes a lot of sense. So yeah, go for it. This is a good reason to learn C++. This sounds fun. Email me. I want to know what you do. I want to see some drones. I want to see what you're doing. This is pretty interesting stuff. I gotta get a drone. That'd be kind of cool to do some YouTube videos and have some aerial shots or have one follow me around. That's what I want, is I want a drone that follows me around while I'm running. I can do YouTube videos while I'm running on the beach and talking into the camera while this drone is following me around. That's the future. That's the future of Simple Programmer. That's the future. All right, if you like this video, click that subscribe button below, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.